Namaste, guys. ChristianRLong, Life Enhancement Consulting, giving you a big and beautiful shout out on this Friday evening here in Denver, Colorado. It is 6 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time. We're jumping on for our daily dose of growth. Challenges designed to grow your soul and make you a better person. And we're on challenge number 11 today. And it's finally starting to cool down. Karen, Namaste. You get the cookie. Welcome. We're covering today's 11th challenge, 11 days in a row, a new challenge every day. We do the challenge at 8 o'clock in the morning Mountain Time. It's typically a 15-minute challenge to do. It takes you 10 hours, or you have 10 hours available to you to complete that challenge. And then you share, I did it, or I didn't do it. Now, at 6 o'clock p.m. Mountain Time, you go, I did it, I didn't do it. I did it, I didn't do it. I did it, I didn't do it. Whatever the status is of the challenge. So you go, I did it, I didn't do it, right? And then from that, you share, this was your awareness. Lizzie, Namaste. This is your awareness, this is your experience, this is what you learned about yourself, what you learned about basically the awareness before, during, and after as you practice it. And I love Lizzie's format. She goes, before, da-da-da-da-da. During, da-da-da-da-da-da. After, da-da-da-da. Very clear thinking. Tina, Namaste. What? Karen did it. I'm shocked. Jessica, you made it. You didn't think you would make it tonight, but guess what? Your higher soul called you back onto the stream and you made it. So Tina's saying, we did it. So good job, Tina and Elena. Excellent work. Congratulations. Denise is jumping on, bringing the heat. Lizzie did it as well. Excellent. Congratulations. I'm super proud of you. I did it with several people. Well, Jessica's going ham. I'm not going to say what the M stands for in ham. Denise did it. Excellent. Good job. Congratulations. Storm. Yes, the storm passed quickly. Do you mean the internal storm or the literal storm? Because we all go through internal storms. Christian is going through an internal storm in his apartment complex right now with all the construction that's going on throughout the entire day and all the beautiful, loud construction noises. So fulfilling. So grateful I live in a first world country that is productive and dynamic and making things happen, and commerce is being exchanged between one hand to the next. I'm so grateful. Joanna, Namaste. Welcome. So, again, your challenge for today, so you guys say, I did it, I didn't do it. Clara, Namaste. Clara, you have to say, I did it or I didn't do it. Either you did the challenge from earlier today or you did not do it. And if you didn't know what the challenge was, it still means you didn't do it. Oh, the tornado. For a minute, I thought you said the tomato warning. I was like, why would they have a tomato warning? The tornado warning. Okay. Amanda, Namaste. Bringing the heat. Jacked up today, sweating like a pig. I did some intense physical exercises outside a few hours ago, feeling alive, absorbing fresh energy, fresh prana. Amanda did it. I did. I did what? You did it, or you got to throw in the it part. So Jessica says, collective answer for me to work on is to let things go. Where have I heard that before? Maybe Master Cho's teachings all the time. Denise says, the insights from my sister were spot on. Ooh, spot on insights. I like that. What else? What awareness did you get before, during, and after the challenge? The challenge was to ask one person or more, what are my positive qualities and what are my not so positive qualities or my blind spots? Megan, Namaste. Welcome. Rosalind, Namaste. I never see you on in the evenings. Good to have you. You're pretty consistent with the mornings. Suresh, Namaste. Welcome. And that was Paula, Namaste. Paula doing her own challenges, sometimes with the group, sometimes by herself. Did it. Good job, Suresh. You're on a roll, son. Keep it up. I know you missed that one day, but you've been consistent afterwards. And as a reminder, we're 11 days into the challenge. We'll do this for about 60 days and then we'll reassess, right? For those of you who do every single challenge for 30 days in a row, so you can miss a couple, but consecutively you have to do 30 challenges in a row. So you could do maybe 15 to 45, that's 30 challenges in a row, you get a free energy healing and coaching session with me. It's a $225 value. Why? Because it's meant to transform you. Sarah, namaste. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm very excited to announce that. Some of the weaknesses I'm working on. Oh, that's nice. It was a little hard to hear, but true. Ooh, good. What else? What other feedback? Before the challenge, what came up for you? During the challenge, what came up for you? After the challenge, what came up for you? This is about developing awareness. Good job, Sarah. This is about developing awareness. May I make a recommendation? I said it early on in the challenges. Denise has been following it, so I give her props. High five to her. But as a reminder to each and every one of you, you should have a journal, a challenge journal. Right? So you have your journal, you have your pen, and you go challenge 1, challenge 2, challenge 3, challenge 4. You write the challenge down in your own words, and then you write down your awareness before, during, and after the challenge, and what steps are you going to do moving forward, which we're about to cover for today's challenge. Hold on, everyone. You're all worked up. So Jessica says, my one call I made, the first one, has given me an in for what I had been planning to do service once this COVID stuff, what's COVID, is gone. So that was a pleasant surprise. Excellent. Tina says, the weaknesses shared, I am aware already, am trying to work on. Elaine, the same. Okay, very good. The insight from my daughter was spot on too, not stop on. And I'm glad that I did this challenge. At first I thought, oh boy. Then I was glad to get done the challenge and still have to work on a couple things. Perfect. Good. That helped me get past my avoidance, fear of rejection. Awesome. That is one of the greatest fears to overcome. Fear in general will help you make a quantum leap in your personal and professional and spiritual development. Overcoming fear, becoming fearless, becoming courageous, they're different energies, will help you make a quantum leap in your development. What else? What else would you guys like to share about your experience today of overcoming? So you're getting positive feedback. You're getting not so positive feedback. It's still positive. You're getting positive feedback from a friend, family member, somebody who knows you. And then they're also saying, you know what I've noticed? You don't see this clearly. You don't see that clearly. You don't see this clearly. Blah, 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 blah. I'll wait for you guys to put in because it's a more complicated challenge than usual. So it'll take a little bit longer to write it out. You know what you guys are also practicing doing these challenges and writing out the challenges. You know what you're developing? You're developing your ability to think. You're developing your ability to clearly articulate a point. Right? Because you're like, I only have like 2 or 3 sentences that I can write. How do I want to write them? How do I want to say them? So it's forcing you to think clearly, which is super, super good. So Lizzie says, before, hesitant and anxious to hear what people had to say. Ooh, good one. During, appreciated, complimented, thought I needed to hear for weaknesses. After, happy and motivated to keep working on my weaknesses. Thought you needed to hear 4 weaknesses. Little unclear on that last part. Oh, thought you needed to hear more for weaknesses. Got it. Motivated to keep working on my weaknesses. Excellent. Reminder to be more aware and work on it. Excellent. Good. What else? What else? Jessica said it reconnected me with one sister who had a rough patches a few years ago. Oh. We had some... Okay. So you guys got to what? Harmonize with one another. The energy that harmonizes people is love. When you have love and you have understanding, you harmonize with each other. Because love transmutes and transforms energy. If you have anger, resentment, bitterness, sadness, depression, and you flood love into the interaction between you and another person, it changes the energy, changes the vibration, everything becomes lighter and brighter. Hey, that rhymes. Lighter and brighter. What else? What else? Again, every single challenge is for you, for your growth and development. It's not for my growth and development. It's not for the group's growth and development. But the feedback, Samantha, namaste, good to have you on. But the feedback, she did it, yes. The feedback helps the group. So when you get the challenge, do the challenge, and get feedback from the challenge and share that with the group, then guess what? We all grow and evolve together. Right? So it's a very beneficial thing to share your feedback. Okay, so what was this challenge all about? This challenge was about humility. Because what is humility? Humility is recognizing your strengths and recognizing your weaknesses. So, by contacting somebody who knows you relatively well, they can say, these are all your positive qualities. You're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. You're a wonderful, amazing, phenomenal human being. And some of your weaknesses are, blind spots are this, 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 and this. I have a surprise for both viewpoints. You want to have equanimity with both. What does that mean? When somebody compliments you, you're so beautiful, you're so sexy, you're so handsome, you're so rich, you're so smart, you're so talented, you're so charismatic, you're so this. Equanimity. Okay, great. Thank you very much. I acknowledge that. Those are certain strengths that I have. Thank you very much. Then, when you flip the coin and somebody gives you blind spots, weaknesses, negative tendencies, calcified thought forms that aren't serving you anymore, yes, then guess what? Yes, keep going, keep going, keep going. Thank you very much for the feedback. No reaction, no aggressiveness, no beating yourself up, no feeling super, super bad about yourself. It's being objective with both. Hello? It's being objective with both. Going, all right. Yeah, I'm intelligent. Okay, great. I'm good looking. Great. I have a lot of money. Great. Jillian, namaste. Whatever your positive qualities are that other people notice about you. Great. Wonderful. Celebrate. Woohoo! Right? But you keep your equanimity. You keep your inner state of peace and stillness and contentment and fulfillment. Yes? Then when somebody gives you negative feedback, you go, I didn't know I was that mean, that selfish, that inconsiderate, that not thinking clearly, that lazy, fill in the blank. And then you go, okay, thank you for the feedback. So as you get feedback on your weaknesses, guess what? You can now change them. You can now remove your weaknesses and replace them with the positive qualities. So if you're lazy, you remove laziness and replace it with industriousness. If you're angry, you remove anger and replace it with forgiveness. If you're ingrateful, you remove ingratitude and you replace it with gratitude. Do you see the power of that? Now, this is a practice that you have to do consistently over your life. But correct. Sarah goes, we try to justify ourselves. Correct. So when someone says a certain position, when you go, hey, what do you think I did about this assignment? If it's a work assignment, hey, what do you think about this work assignment that I did? And the person gives you objective feedback of this was wrong, that was wrong, this was wrong. What you could do is go, thank you for the feedback, and practice discernment and ask yourself the question, is what that person is saying accurate? If so, why is it accurate? If not, why is it not accurate? You're developing your ability to think. You're developing your ability to see things clearly, right? But if the person says, this is all the stuff that's wrong, and you take it hook, line, and sinker, like, you're right, horrible person, that drops your self-esteem, your self-worth, and your self-image. Or you defend, rationalize, and justify your position and go, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. This paper is amazing. Do you see the problem with both? So when people give you feedback, you don't let it get to your head in the sense of building up your... Denise, have a namaste. You don't let it get to your head in the sense of inflating your ego. Right? You just go, oh, okay, that's something that I'm going to work on to become better. You don't take things personally. You don't let it... You don't let things stick to you. It's like Teflon. So one of the things that I'm a huge proponent on, not always, I had to get to this point, is taking critical feedback from people. That's why I always ask you guys, does this make sense? I'm not looking for you to go, Christian, it makes sense. You're an amazing human being. I'm asking you the question, does it make sense? Do you understand the subject matter that we're covering, right? I'm not looking for validation to be like, Christian, you're really good at what you do, right? I'm asking you a question. Does this make sense? If it doesn't make sense, I'm not doing my job as a facilitator and teacher and healer to help you. That's why I'm asking questions. You know why people don't like to ask questions? Which you guys had a little bit of that experience today with the person you're working with. What are the positive qualities and what are the negative qualities? Well, if I say what are the positive qualities and they're not super positive, then my self-esteem goes down. And I've asked for the negative qualities and the person really gives it to me, Tracy, Atma Namaste, then my self-esteem goes down. So Amanda says, you need discernment too. Correct, that's what we covered. So Tina says, even though I was aware of my weaknesses, hearing them from my husband helped me to want to address them more now. Correct. Which this takes this challenge to the next level, which I was covering earlier. I wanted to cover it earlier this morning, but I don't want to lead you. I want to just give the challenge. You practice the challenge, and through the practicing of the challenge, you develop your own awareness, right? Versus me telling it to you. So my question, I'm working on when someone has criticism not to take it and make it my self-esteem go down. Perfect. Tina says, in past I would have gotten defensive. Correct. No need to get defensive. Zero. Guys, listen to me. Zero need to get offensive. It's not necessary. That is negative pride surfacing. It's showing its little head. So when somebody gives you feedback and you react super positively or super negatively, it's negative pride. It's covering up low self-esteem, low self-worth, and low self-image, right? So you just take it. You go, okay, you're equanimity. You're cool, easy breezy about it, right? You don't get worked up. You just go, okay, great. Like, I have a lot of examples, but we'll get to one of the big examples in a minute. The thing I wanted to ask each and every one of you who did the challenge is, what are you going to do with the negative feedback? What are you going to do with the negative feedback? Because if somebody sat down with you and shared with you and said, hey, these are the blind spots and the weaknesses that I've noticed in your personality, they shared it with you and you're like, not defensive, right? You just take it and you go, okay, I got to work on these 5 things. Thank you very much. What are you going to do with those things? Because if you have awareness and you take no action, no transformation, right? So now you have more awareness of something that you may or may not have known before. What are you going to do about it? Practical spirituality. Hey, I talked with somebody and they told me that I was lazy. Okay, great. What are you going to do about it? Hey, I talked with somebody and they said that my clothes are 20 years outdated and I'm not very fashionable and trendy. Okay, great. What are you going to do about it? It doesn't mean you have to take specific action on it, of like, if they say you have not nice clothes, you have to go spend $5,000 at the laundromat. Why would you be buying clothes at the laundromat, Christian? At Tiffany's or wherever people buy expensive clothes, right? Why would you be doing that? You could be saying, you know what? Through my own discernment of what that feedback was, rather than justifying and rationalizing my position, I go, okay, I will start dressing nicer, but I don't need to spend thousands of dollars to do it. So you're taking the feedback and you're doing something with the feedback versus, okay, great, thanks for the feedback. Really appreciate it. Make sense? So you have to do something with the information that was provided to you. So Denise says, go within and see if that resonates, have more awareness, and then work on those things. Perfect. Jessica says, keep doing these meditations and inner work. It's ongoing. Never ends. Surprise, spoiler alert, inner work never ends. Joanna says, I will work on the blind spots. Perfect. So Samantha says, I got great feedback from my husband. Blind spots, my perception of time in my own world, lose track of time, don't know how long things actually take. Good. Need to account for my own needs. 2, self-care. Excellent. And take on too much. Boundaries with project. He is spot on. Excellent. 3 very beautiful feedbacks. What are you going to do with that? That's for everybody. You got awareness. You got positive qualities. Oh, that's amazing. I'm so beautiful. I'm so talented. I'm so smart. I'm so this. I'm so that. Okay, great. The negative qualities, which negative qualities tend to keep us down more than others. What are you going to do about removing and eradicating those negative qualities? I'm going to hire a Christian for healing. Perfect. Smart. So I have many, believe me, many examples of this. But one of the most profound examples I have of hearing negative feedback when I really didn't want to hear it was my ex-girlfriend's husband. This is almost 8 years ago. My ex-girlfriend's husband didn't like me at all. He loved my blog articles. He loved the videos that I did on YouTube. Didn't like me at all. He didn't trust me. I mean, I'm this woo-woo energy healer, spiritual guy, that's making his ex-wife super, super happy. So you can kind of see where there might be conflict. And so we were rubbing each other the wrong way for many, many weeks. I was always showing up nice with him. I'm not saying that to brag. I'm not saying that because I'm better than him. I'm saying that I realized I understand his viewpoint. I understand why he is treating me the way that he's treating me, but I'm not going to feed that. I'm going to give him love. I'm going to give him patience. I'm going to give him understanding. I'm going to show up in the best way that I know how to show up at the time. So he ended up, him and I ended up having a harmony through conflict moment of yelling at each other on the phone and threatening each other over the phone. And I was fully aware of it. Most of the time, I was operating either from the heart or the ajna chakra when I was communicating. So I was coming from the heart or the ajna, love or higher will. But this time, I didn't want to practice higher will. I want to practice lower will, emotional will. And I want to see who would win. One of the Master Pranic healers said many, many years ago that the person with the bigger energy will always win. I'll say that again. The person with the bigger energy will always win. So I thought to myself, okay, let's go down in the solar plexus region. We had our harmony through conflict moment. I got what I wanted from him, not for me, but for my girlfriend at the time. And a couple weeks later, we ended up talking on the phone again, and it was more harmonious. And he says, "Can I share something with you?" And I was like, oh, here we go. I know what he's going to be sharing. And he basically listed out all the things that he didn't like about me, right? And all the things that I needed to work on to improve my career as a healer, to improve my financial life, to improve being a better example for his ex-wife and his children. And I was like, all right, don't argue. Just listen, hear him out. There might be gold in here. There might be nuggets of wisdom. He has a level of expertise in what he does. I can probably learn something from him. So what did I have to practice? Humility. What else did I have to practice? Shutting my mouth. Harmonizing. Not taking things personally. And after about 20, 25 minutes of him spewing all of this stuff out, I said, hey, I want to thank you very much for sharing that with me, and I will apply it. And you know what? The next day, all the stuff that he said to me, I applied it systematically that day, and week after week after week after week, year after year. And it made me a better healer. It made me a better entrepreneur. It made me a better partner. It made me a better example for the community. It made me a better meditation teacher. All of these benefits came from just a 20, 25-minute conversation where I was willing to be open and receptive to the feedback. But what do most people do when they hear something they don't like? Sarah covered it earlier. They become defensive. They close off. They rationalize. They justify. They push away. They go, that person doesn't know me. They don't know my story. They don't know what I'm about. They don't have the best interest in mind for me, right? So they discard the feedback that they're getting from that person. The thing I wanted to give you guys insight into earlier, but I didn't say it for a reason, is contact a person who doesn't like you. Right? Contact a person who doesn't like you. They know you. And contact a person who doesn't like you, and they will give you feedback like that. It'll most likely be honest. It won't really have a lot of love, energy to it, but it will most likely be honest. And what can you do with that honesty? Transform your life. Super cool, right? So next time you come up against someone who comments and says something that is initially mean, cruel, hurtful, sharp, go, is there a level of truth to what that person is saying? And can I use that level of truth to improve the quality of my life? If so, that person just did you a great service. Or you can say, that guy is an a-hole, that girl's a B, right? Then guess what? They don't get the benefit of the good karma, and you don't get the benefit of changing your life. So Samantha says, I have plans in place for self-care and boundaries, but I do need help with time. My thoughts: buy a watch, phone, clock, doesn't help. Got it. Set timers when I do tasks so I get perspective. Open to suggestions. Good. See that? Samantha is open to further suggestions. I have a timer on my phone. Why do I have a timer on my phone? Because I have a lot of things I have to be aware of throughout the day. Because sometimes I get spacey, because sometimes I'm not so grounded, because sometimes I'm in the middle of doing something else that requires other kind of attention and focus, I miss it. I even forget to eat many times. Some of you actually know that. I forget to eat. So I have a timer on my phone to remind me, lunchtime. But there's other people that throughout the day, they're feeling their stomach grumbling and they're like, I gotta eat. I gotta eat. It's been 15 minutes, but I gotta eat. I'll go 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 hours and not even eat. It's not by design. I don't will myself, okay, Christian, you're not going to eat today. I just start working and I get into a creative pursuit. I get into healing. I get into meditation. I get into exercise. I get into something and I just forget. Samantha goes, I do the same. I forget to eat or drink. I like Denise with her multiple timers. Yeah, it helps to stay on track. On these streams, I'm aware of time to get on, which is awesome. Aw, snap. Because we're consistent. If I was inconsistent every single day and you had to guess when we're coming on, you'd be all worked up. So Amanda's saying planners work for me to Samantha. Yeah, you can have a physical planner. I used to have a physical planner in my early 20s, but I never got into it. Some people love planners. Some people love things online. Some people just write things in a notebook. Some people have sticky notes. Some people have timers on their phone. Some people have personal assistants that do everything for them, or personal assistants that remind them of events. You got to find what works for you, right? You got to find the thing that works for you, which requires what? Awareness, understanding, and feedback. And you get feedback by doing. Jessica says, I'm so used to these streams, I actually nearly stalk your wall waiting. Nice. And I sign in way early to Zoom. Not way early. I don't know about way early. I see you slide on a couple minutes early. We're getting all worked up for it. So that's our stream for today, guys. That was our challenge number 11. I've run out of fingers. I'm having to use extra hands and teeny tiny toes. Joanna, thanks again for sending me the pictures of the bunnies. They're amazing. The Holland Lop bunnies. I don't know if those were dwarf bunnies. One of them might have been a dwarf bunny. How can you go wrong with that? For those of you who need healing, reach out to me directly on my website, ChristianRLong.com. Schedule a consultation if you know nothing about pranic healing, or schedule a healing directly, and then you get the confirmation in your phone, a reminder on your phone, and then I get the reminder on my phone, and we see each other face to face. Zoom, Skype, doesn't matter. Do you use paper planner or on your phone? Samantha's replying to her own. I use my schedules on my phone. I don't write my schedule on paper. I write it on my phone. You're welcome, Tina. You're welcome, Elena. But she didn't say thank you.
I was saying it.
Elena might be at school, right? Or doing a meet or something? You're very welcome. Yes, they are all dwarf bunnies. Yes! Dwarf bunnies. Olivia says hi, and she says miss some meditations because she'll be spending time with her daddy-o. Okay. Well, she jumps on when she jumps on. Or, no, I don't want to put her dad out. I was going to say, or her dad could have her do the meditation with us on Zoom, like set it up for her, but that's their time together. Let's not get all worked up. Everyone stay calm. Samantha, you're very, very welcome. Anything else? Any other questions, comments, concerns, clarifications about the challenge that we did today? It was a big, big challenge. I might take it easy on you guys tomorrow. It all depends on what inspires me from above, and we'll go from there. And then catch us. Elaine's working out. Thanks from her. Okay. So tomorrow, 8 o'clock a.m. Mountain Time for our stream, and then 8:30 a.m. for our Twin Hearts meditation. Same place for all the initial information. Any questions, direct message me, and I look forward to serving you guys very, very soon. My kids work out like beasts. Aw, that's nice. It's always funny when you say beast, what do people even think of? Do you know what I mean? Like, when you say the word beast, does somebody think of some like mythical creature? Or do you think of like a wildebeest? Do you think of a pig with a lot of hair on it? Like when you think of the word beast, because I'm always interested in words, because words have energy. It's like beast. I think of a mythical creature when I think of beast, like a really muscular mythical creature with like an animal head with like a human torso and arms, and then like animal legs, all massive, like a hairy Hulk. You're welcome, Denise. You have a wonderful night too, Joanna. That's it, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. I will catch you tomorrow, same time, same place. This is Christian Long, Life Enhancement Consultant, wishing you a beautiful day, a beautiful week, and a beautiful life. Atma. Namaste. Bye-bye.